What if the world suddenly stopped for just 1 second? Everything around you would freeze, but not you. Cars would stop, planes would hang in the air, birds wouldn't flap their wings. Time would pause, but your body would keep moving. That means if you were walking, you'd suddenly crash into completely still air like running into invisible glass. And if you were in a car, even driving slow, you'd smash right through the windshield because the world stopped, but momentum didn't. Honestly, I think the idea sounds cool, but the reality would be total chaos. Imagine 1 million accidents in just a single second. What do you think? Would a paused world be peaceful or deadly? What if humans had the ability to use 100% of their brain? Movies love saying that we only use 10%, but that's not true. We already use almost all of it, just not at the same time. But imagine if we could. Memory would be perfect, language learning instant, problem solving superhuman. You could read a book in seconds and remember every page forever. But here's the catch. Using the brain at full capacity would burn insane amounts of energy. You'd need to eat non-stop just to function. Personally, I think we already struggle to focus as it is. Imagine having every thought at once. That's not power, that's torture. Would you risk mental overload for ultimate intelligence? What if you replaced your blood with a synthetic liquid that carries oxygen better? Scientists have already created artificial blood in labs, and it works. If humans upgraded to a perfect version, you'd run faster, think clearer, and recover from injuries way quicker. Hospitals would never run out of transfusions, and nobody would die because of blood type mismatches anymore. But there's something scary. If everyone had super oxygenated blood, people could overheat or burn out their bodies without realizing it, like an engine running too hot. I personally think it's an amazing idea, but humans would definitely misuse it, probably to try working 20 hours a day. Would you accept synthetic blood if it made you better but not fully human? What if the moon disappeared overnight? Waves would crash unpredictably, cities near the coast would flood, and Earth's tilt would slowly destabilize. Nights would be way darker, no moonlight, no natural way to navigate. But the scariest part? The moon stabilizes our rotation. Without it, Earth's climate would become chaotic. Extreme storms, temperature swings, and seasons that don't make sense. In my opinion, people seriously underestimate how much the moon protects life. Remove it and our planet becomes unpredictable, maybe even unlivable. Do you think humanity could survive without the moon, or would everything collapse? What if you woke up one day as the last person on Earth? Complete silence, empty streets, stores open with nobody inside. At first it sounds peaceful, like a dream. No stress, no noise, no people. But after a few days, the silence becomes heavy. With no maintenance, electricity shuts down. Water stops flowing. Internet disappears. You could explore the world, drive any car you want, live in any house, but the human brain needs other humans to stay sane. I personally think being the last one is the scariest scenario, not because of danger, but because of loneliness. Would you enjoy being alone, or would it break you? What if animals suddenly became as intelligent as humans? Imagine your dog talking back to you and arguing, cows refusing to be eaten, dolphins demanding ocean rights, cities divided between species like in a sci-fi movie. Communication would be incredible, but conflicts would explode immediately. Humans don't even get along with each other. Imagine adding millions of new intelligent species with their own cultures and demands. I honestly think humanity would panic more than animals. Some people can't even handle a smart parrot. Imagine a genius gorilla. Would the world be better or worse if animals could think like us? What if the sun went out? Not in 1 billion years, but tomorrow. Instantly, the world would fall into darkness. Temperatures would drop below freezing within a week. Plants would die, oceans would start to freeze, and humanity would panic harder than ever before. Some people think we could survive underground or in artificial habitats, maybe for a while. But long term, no sun means no heat, no food, no future. Personally, I think humans are creative, but not creative enough to replace a star. How long do you think we'd last without the sun? Months, weeks, or days? What if you could rewind your life 10 seconds anytime you want? You drop your phone? Rewind. Say something stupid? Rewind. Miss the bus? Rewind. Sounds perfect until you realize how addictive it would become. You'd start rewinding every mistake, every awkward moment, every small inconvenience. And without mistakes, you'd never learn anything. Life would feel safe but fake. Personally, I think people already try to rewind mentally, overthinking everything. Giving us the real ability would turn us into perfection addicts. If you had a rewind button, would you use it wisely or abuse it? What if humans had a countdown clock showing the exact moment they die? No guessing, no fear of the unknown. If someone's timer says 80 years, they'd feel invincible. If someone's timer says 2 months, they'd live differently, maybe braver, maybe more desperate. Society would change completely. Insurance, relationships, jobs, everything would revolve around these timers. Personally, I think it would destroy life, not improve it. People would stop living naturally and start living by the clock. Would you want to know your final day or prefer not to see it? What if every lie you told became visible as a glowing color around your head? Imagine your friend asks, "Do I look good?" and your head lights up like a neon sign. Negotiations, politics, relationships, everything becomes brutally honest. It would fix a lot of problems, but also create new ones. White lies hold society together more than we think. I honestly believe a world without lies would be painful. People say they want the truth, but not the full truth. Do you think honesty without filters would make life better or unbearable? What if time travel became available to everyone, not just scientists? Suddenly, people jump to the past to fix mistakes, steal ideas, or change history for fun. The timeline becomes a mess. Your memories change every morning because someone went back and improved something. There would be infinite versions of reality. Personally, I love the idea of exploring the past, but I think giving time travel to everyone is like handing a toddler a nuclear bomb. Someone would destroy everything just out of curiosity. If you had one trip in time, forward or backward, where would you go?